Welcome back to my channel, and it is November 1st. I can't believe that. I know this is so cliche too because everybody says this, but honestly, I can't believe that we are almost done 2016. Like, it's so surreal that we are 2 months away from Christmas and New Year's, and I just look back and be like, man, like this year really did fly by. And I don't really say that very often. If you actually watch all of my empty videos or my monthly videos, you'll know that I don't say that too often. But sitting here November 1st doing my beauty empties for October is kind of surreal in the sense that like it's just time has flown. Anyways, so because it is the 1st of November, I am doing my empties for October. I have quite a bit of stuff in here. It's about like yay full. A lot of smaller items per se, so we're going to go through them. I'm going to tell you if I like them or not, and then we are going to move on. Sorry guys, I did change my angle of my background. I'm showing you my closet. That is, I want to say, I call it a disaster, but I've pretty much been able to downsize as much clothes as I can possibly get for the moment, but that's a whole other video. I have my bag here that I'm going to put my recyclables in, and then I'm just going to get started. So first off, I did finish a body wash. This is the Tone Restoring 7 Botanical Tahitian Vanilla and Orchid. This big puppy was 532 milliliters of body wash for $3 at the dollar store. Yes, the dollar store does carry beauty slash hygienic products. So if you're on a budget, definitely check out the dollar store for stuff like that, because you know they do have it. I picked up makeup wipes from there, Q-tips, baby wipes, body wash, there's shampoo, there's conditioner, there's even like shaving gel, like all kinds of stuff at the dollar store for a little bit less. But you gotta be careful because some things are a little bit more costly than if you were to go to Walmart to pick it up, so just kind of be careful there. But the Tone body wash was really great. I really did love it. It lasted me for quite a while considering it was 532 milliliters. I would considering purchasing it in a different scent next time, just because by the end of that bottle I was like, okay, let's move on, I'm ready for a new scent. But it was a great body wash for the price that you paid. I finished a hydrogen peroxide, and I got myself all wet, a hydrogen peroxide bottle. This has hydrogen peroxide in it, and I have a feeling I may have ruined my shirt because I just spilled some on me. I use this, my brother uses this. We use it to disinfect any cuts, scrapes, any injuries that we may have. I also use it to disinfect my ingrown toenails because I do have, my 2 big toes are ingrown, and I do have to take care of them on a monthly basis if I don't end up going to get my nails done, like my toenails done. But I get that at the dollar store for $1. So if you need hydrogen peroxide, rubbing alcohol, that kind of stuff you can find at the dollar store for really cheap, so you don't have to go and spend an arm and a leg. I finished a sample size of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Anti-Creasing Eyeshadow Primer. Not a fan. It was clear, so it didn't really hide any of my discoloration on my eyes. Like, my eye sockets are a little bit darker, and it didn't cancel out any pigmentation. So I would not recommend the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I know a lot of people do love it, but for me personally, I wasn't a fan. I finished a deluxe sample of the 3 Prada Candy perfumes. I enjoyed them while it lasted, but my beloved boyfriend does not like the scent, unfortunately, so I don't think I'm going to be repurchasing in full size, because let's face it, he's gotta smell me, so I probably won't purchase this anytime soon. I may purchase it in a small bottle in the future, just because I really do love this scent, the regular Prada Candy, but, yeah, my boyfriend was not a fan, which I'm really surprised, because when I wear other scents that are sweet, he likes those, but for this one he doesn't like, which is kind of strange. I still will get it one day, I know that. I did finish a hair color, because I did color my hair a few weeks back. This is the L'Oreal Technique Chroma Red, True Red, in the shade Chroma Garnet. This is usually the color that I go to when it hits fall and winter. It's a more deeper burgundy shade that I use in my hair, just to kind of bring down the brightness of the red that I was using in the summertime. Because usually I'll brighten up the red in the summer, but I do like the darker version, and I think I may stick to the darker version in the future. We'll see how that goes, but I got that at Sally's, you know, very inexpensive, loved it. I finished a shampoo from Lush. This is the Rehab by Lush Cosmetics. There's a little bit left, but not enough to really use. I I know what, I loved it while it lasted, but I wouldn't get it again. These products, they expire so damn quickly. They're so expensive, so I wouldn't repurchase again just because they were so expensive, and for them to not last as long, I was just kind of like, why? So I had to really use it up quick. Okay, so I finished. This is actually perfect timing. So in all the month of October, I managed to finish all my Influencer skincare products at once. Different times of the month, but all in one month. So I finished the L'Oreal Revitalift Bright Reveal Brightening Pads. These were sent to me by Influencer. Not a fan. I use them as a toner. I probably won't recommend them just because they weren't really saturated in moisture. They were quite on the dry side. And all I really noticed is that they took off any excess makeup that may have been left over from me washing my face. So I wouldn't pick up those up full price, full size. Then I finished the L'Oreal Revitalift Brightening Dual Overnight Moisture. This was great, loved it. It really helped brighten, even out my skin, make my skin more smoother than textured, so I like that. That I would consider purchasing again. It comes with a lotion and a serum, so when you pump it out, they mix together and you just apply it on your face. And the last Revitalift product is the Brightening Scrub Cleanser by L'Oreal. This was also sent to me by Influencer. These last three products I've shown you were sent to me by Influencer. I liked this, but you have to be careful with the Revitalift line because it does have a really high glycolic acid content, so you cannot mix like salicylic acid products with this particular line. So personally, for me, it was nice, but I think this is more geared towards more matured skin. I'm still in my late 20s, so I can still get by, but if you are late 30s, early 40s, you probably would enjoy this particular cleanser. It's like a scrub and a cleanser in one, but I like it because it evened out my skin texture, and it really took off the makeup really well, and it didn't perform as a really harsh scrub. It was more of a gentle scrub, which was nice. A very nice change. I would consider getting that again. So I finished up a hand wash. This is the Caribbean Escape Antibacterial Deep Cleansing Hand Soap. Bath & Body Works are my favorite hand soaps. I have a ton of backups. You guys will see them continuously in my empties. I finished just a while ago. This was the Clinique Makeup Brush Cleanser. I reused this particular bottle for other makeup brush cleansers, but I'm noticing that the packaging is now starting to be defective, so I'm throwing out the packaging. The Clinique Makeup Brush Cleanser was really good too. It's just really expensive, and when I picked that up, I picked it up at a sale. So, you know, with that said. I have a Maybelline Master Precise Eye Studio black eyeliner. This has dried out on me, so I can't use it. When I try to use it, it skips quite a bit. It doesn't give me a really sharp, clean line on my eyes, so I have to let this one go as well. Would I repurchase? I would consider purchasing it again when I have less eyeliners, because I find that the felted tip liquid liners dry out way faster than your average gel or liquid liner in a pot. So we'll see. I finished a sample of the Ren Radiance Perfection Serum. I mean, it was a one-time sample. It didn't wow me. It hydrated. Didn't really do much other than that. I finished a face mask. This is beyond belief, the Reveal Pore Purifying Clay Mask. This is, you can find this at Sally's Beauty Supply. I got this on sale for $5.99. It comes with 4 fluid ounces. It's refresh and refine with ABH, green tea, and a blend of multiple fruit botanicals to purify and revitalize fresh, glowing skin. This was a great clay mask to suck out any impurities in your pores without really harming your skin or without irritating your skin. It was more of a gentle type of mask. Yeah, there's nothing left in here. It is a clay base, so it is more of a creamy, thick consistency, but I liked it. It was great. It did the job for $5.99. You can't go wrong. You get 4 fluid ounces. That's freaking amazing. I have the hydrating mask in that line that I'm currently using, and so far it's not bad. It's pretty cool. I am throwing out my Real Techniques beauty sponge. I have repurchased a backup, and I'm currently using it. This one has just taken the cake, and I believe there's like either mold or something growing on it, so it is going in the garbage. I like the Real Techniques ones just because they're cheaper, they're more affordable. I do have the Beauty Blender, which I have not tried yet. To be honest, I'm kind of scared to try it because if I fall in love with it, I'm pretty much bound to having to repurchase it every time I need a new Beauty Blender. So I'm kind of holding off as much as I possibly can. I know this sounds so retarded, you guys, but in my mind, it makes sense. Okay, so I'm throwing away my Clinique Chubby Intense Stick in Korea's Caramel. This was a lip product. I managed to get down, like, it used to be like a big triangle. I managed to flatten it out by using it. But the formulation now has gone bad and it tastes weird on my mouth, which never used to happen, so I'm getting rid of it. I don't know if Clinique carries those anymore, but they are a good option if you are the type of girl who doesn't like matte lip colors. You prefer something more moisturizing on your lips. My preferences have changed over the years. I prefer a matte lip color, and if I'm going to need something moisturizing, I'll just wear a balm underneath, or I'll just wear a balm on its own. So I've pretty much decluttered all of my Clinique Chubby Intense lipsticks just because I don't really use them anymore. That one went bad, so I had to get rid of it. I finished an Ardell Brow Definer. This is similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. It comes with it's like that triangular tip. I liked it, but the only problem with this formulation from Ardell was that the actual product inside was very waxy. Like, I would be putting on filling in my brows, and like, because it was so waxy, it was literally pulling out hairs in my eyebrows. So I was not a fan of the formulation, but the packaging was okay. Like, it came with a spoolie, it had your definer on the other end. They need to really step up the formulation though, because I will not repurchase for that reason. It was way too waxy for my eyebrows, and I don't have many eyebrows to begin with. So the ones that I do have, I'd like to salvage them, you know what I mean? But again, I wanted to try it to give you guys a report back just in case you guys are looking for something. If you don't mind the waxiness, then by all means, it's cheap, it's at Sally's, but for me personally, I have not too many eyebrows. I'd like to keep the ones that I do have. I did finish a Hourglass Veil Primer. This was the mineral primer. And this one was the regular primer, not the illuminating one. I love this primer. This was a great primer. I really did enjoy it. I now understand why people are raving about the regular Veil Mineral Primer. I would consider purchasing this in full size once I get through some of my other full size primers. That one was a great one. I also finished the Pure Vanilla, the Healthy Deodorant by La Vanilla Laboratories. It dried out, you guys. Like, there's still product in there, but it has gone to the point where it's dried out so much that it's crumbled and cracks every time I try to apply it. So, not worth it. It was a travel size. I'm just going to chuck it out. I tried to go the healthy deodorant route, but you know what? That deodorant just does not keep me fresh and clean, and I need something to help me from smelling like BO, because let's face it, that shit don't work for me, I'll tell you that much. I finished a candle. This is the Sweater Weather by Bath & Body Works. I loved this one. This one was a great one. My boyfriend actually loved this candle too. He's been burning them more so than me. I usually bring them over to his house and we burn them like when we're together so that we can both enjoy the scent. But I've gotten him hooked on them now. So now whenever he runs out of one, he's like, okay, I need you to bring me another one. And I was like, oh god, I'm going to run out of candles soon. Which is fine by me because at least he's burning them and he's using them up. Because for me, I can keep a candle this size in my room for a good 2 months at least because it's such a big jar. And if the scent throw is quite like harsh, like it's quite strong, I can minimize my burning time with a harsh scent throw. So I loved Sweater Weather. This will be going in the recycling as well. I have other Bath & Body Works scents from summertime that we're using up at the moment, and then we will see where it takes us to then, because I just don't want to have any more backstock. If I want to get to a point where I maybe have 2 or 3 candle backups, and that's it, and I have a little bit more than that right now. I'd like to bring it down a notch. So that is in the progress. I did finish a pair of lashes. This is the Ardell 131s. I used these on a night out. I was in a wedding in October, so I did do a lot of fancy glamorized makeup, so on myself in particular. I like these. They did the job. I usually love Ardell lashes because you can use them and they don't give you grief. I also finished, well, not even finished. This was a flower wall that was from Bath & Body Works, and it was from the beginning of the season of this, I think it was beginning of summer. So these, they tend to wear out over time. So I would say every 4 months or so, you'd have to replace it. So I did throw this away. I do have a backup, and I am going to be using the backup. I like to get them on sale usually when they're like half off. So instead of $13, I'm paying like $6. And I don't care if they're kind of like on the end of the season, because like, who cares? It's pretty cool. Like I bought a ghost one a couple days ago because Halloween was like yesterday. So I think it was funny. Anyways, moving on. I finished here, oh, why is it all gross? I finished a thing of makeup wipes from Sephora. This is the coconut water cleansing wipe. There's 25 towelettes. Comes with a little closer top. Love these. I didn't think I was going to like these as much as I did. I bought a backup of them. That's how much I love them. And between these and the Neutrogena ones, I'm kind of like, oh my god. I think I found other ones that I've liked other than Neutrogena. These are amazing. I love how they feel on the face when I'm taking off my makeup. I will continue to repurchase these. They're $10, so they're a little bit pricey, but if you do wait to get them either at the VIB sale or, you know, you just kind of throw them in when you're doing an online order, you don't really notice it as much. But these are great. I love them. These are my favorite, the coconut water ones. They have other ones too to choose from, but when I saw coconut water, I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm totally putting in the cart. So love these. We'll repurchase as long as I'm able to afford to repurchase them at the time. Not all the time will I get those ones because they are more expensive, but you know, if I really want to treat myself, I will definitely pick those up. I finished 2 Sephora eye makeup remover wipes. I got these as samples. They were nice, but they didn't really take off like all of my eye makeup. Like I had to really scrub hard for the mascara. So I wouldn't recommend these. They're just, I think they're gimmicky personally, so I wouldn't waste your money on those. I finished a deluxe size sample of the Tarte Drink of H2O Hydrating Boosting Cream. This was for your face, like a facial moisturizer. Love the scent of this. Would consider repurchasing this in full size. I think the full size is about $50, like $48 plus tax. But I really do like it because it's a great base for putting on makeup. It's a gel moisturizer, and it is great for underneath your makeup. So I will consider that possibly in the summertime. This is a like a permanent line in Tarte Cosmetics, so I will definitely reconsider getting the full size of this closer to the summertime when I get more oilier. Because that is a gel base moisturizer, it helps with the combating oils. I finished my last St. Ives Even and Bright Pink Lemon and Mandarin Scrub. I had 2 of these. I finished one last month. I finished one this month. I don't have any more of this particular scent of grapefruit and mandarin. I have the apricot scrub, which I really do love. That is probably my favorite St. Ives scrub that I've ever tried, ever in my existence of beauty. I don't like this one. I used it as an all-body scrub because I'm not a fan of the formulation of it. I think that the granules are very, very sand-like and they stick to your skin, so it's really hard to wash off. I wouldn't prefer this. I wouldn't really recommend it either. If you like the granule consistency of sand, then you might like that one. But if you like a scrub where you're over the sink and you're doing your face and you're rinsing and you want the scrub to just, you know, melt away as you're like throwing water on your face, that scrub is not one of them. I'll tell you that right now. I finished a perfume, you guys. This is from the JLo collection, and it's the JLo Love Glow in Pink. This one was really, really, really like musky. This was a musky scent. I don't think my boyfriend really liked this one on me. He prefers more sweet scents like Viva La Juicy, which I do have. And so I won't be purchasing this again, but I love the JLo scents. They're really, really nice. I do have a JLo Glow bottle of her original Glow perfume, so I'm gonna crack that open to see if it's still good, and then I'd like to use it up. So I also chucked away, this is what I chucked away. This is the Revitalift Miracle Blur L'Oreal foundation. This puppy has separated. I went to go open it up one day, and like half of it came out as like a watery, oily texture, and then half of it came out as like the foundation part. So it's separated. Once it's separated and it starts to do that, you know that it's on its way out the door in expiration. So I am parting with this one. It's a drugstore one. If I really wanted to try it again, I could always go to the drugstore and pick it up. Nothing that I'm really sad about. And of course, I finished a L'Oreal Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. You guys know this is my ride or die eye makeup remover. I'm coming down to the end of my back stock of this makeup remover, and I have picked up a few makeup removers that are from other companies that I will be trying in replace of this, just to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on them, since you guys always see me use this. I always go back to this no matter what. You guys know this is my holy grail makeup remover for eyes. Hands down. I will always forever repurchase that one no matter what. I also actually finished up a foundation by Benefit, the Hello Flawless foundation. This is what the packaging looks like. It's kind of beat up, I know. I was in the shade beige. It was great. Loved it. Did the job. I managed to get it finished before its expiration, which I don't even know where the expiration... I have no idea where the expiration is. It used to be somewhere on here, and I have no idea where it went. But anyways, the point is I used it up, had to use it up because it was on the point of expiring, and I didn't want it to expire because it is a higher end foundation. So I did finish it. It was great. I think if anybody were to come to me in high school and say, what is your first foundation that you would suggest a girl buying or a guy buying, the Hello Flawless is a definite good one to use as a first high end. I personally prefer. Um, I found it was easy to work with. It wasn't oily because it is oil free. It's great to use with a beauty blender, so it gives you a natural finish. It was just really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. My last product, you guys, and then we are done, is my toothpaste. I finished a toothpaste. This is Sensodyne toothpaste with, what is this, whitening? Brilliant Whitening. Loved it. I always repurchase Sensodyne. I always rotate my toothpaste. So I do Sensodyne, and then when I finish Sensodyne, I go to a whitening toothpaste like Crest or Colgate Optic White. And then I go back to Sensodyne when I'm done that. So I kind of rotate back and forth. Every other toothpaste bottle is basically Sensodyne, pretty much. Love Sensodyne, will forever repurchase, keeps my teeth strong, and I'm not as sensitive to hot and cold items. So with that said, I'm done my October empties. It's been a long month of collecting all this stuff. I did quite a bit. I did finish quite a bit, and I'm really, really proud of myself, like I am every month. I think when it comes down to decluttering, or when it comes down to just using up makeup and beauty products in general, a lot of people don't really know if, you know, the stuff that they're buying, are they really using? And that's why I like to do these empty videos, because it shows personally me, not just you guys, but it shows personally me that, yes, I'm using products up, and yes, I'm getting my collection down to a minimum. A lot of stuff I don't really need a lot of, because, you know, I go through them and just go buy some more when you run out. I'm trying to get myself to that stage instead of being a nasty ass hoarder, because hoarding is not the best thing to have in your personality regime. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So it's been a long process. I have been doing a lot of decluttering with different types of things, like not just makeup and beauty, but with my clothes as well. With a lot of stuff in pertaining to other parts of my belongings, mainly clothes, winter clothes, summer clothes, all that kind of stuff, which I still go through on a weekly basis. Whatever I don't use, I give away. So, with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed my empties. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below if you have any questions on the products that I've shown you today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're not, for future beauty videos. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone. Mwah.